What's up, geeks and gamers? I left Jed here. Fuck you, Jed. What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy. It's Ryan. Good morning. I still have no voice. It's even gotten worse, I feel like. But what a weekend. Holy shit. There's so much to talk about. Ryan Kennel, what's up, man?
What's up, man? Yeah, it was quite a weekend. These things are always, we know it's going to be fun. We know we're going to have a blast, but there's also always a party that's like, man, I really hope people show up. You know what I mean? Just doesn't really matter how many of these we do. And this one was pretty wild, and it blew us away to pack the room like we did and to have people to talk to the entire time we were there. And of course, Universal, the after party was nuts.
Yeah, man, it really was an incredible weekend, and there's so many people to thank. Whether it be from our side, we've got people that work behind the scenes to kind of make all this happen. You know who you are, and he did a great job of kind of piecing all of this together for us from the convention side. Obviously the G&G team, Universal Studios, working with us to get that, fan meetup, and Ted from Universal specifically. Shout out to Ted. Incredible to make that happen. And obviously Rippaverse team, Team Nerdrotic, G&G, MegaCon. It really was the best weekend we've probably ever had as a group. And I'm truly
Critical Drinker to come all the way out here from
Critical
across the
Drinker.
pond.
We got, so dude, we had like Critical Drinker, we had Gary of Nerdrotic, we obviously have Young Rippa, we had the Team Rippaverse, we were hanging out with Star Wars Theory, Valiant Renegades in the house. Just so many people. I mean, it really was. Jake the Viking ended up at the table last night, the Rippaverse table. We had people over here at the house. It really was an incredible weekend, but it comes back to the people showed up. Me and Ryan were extremely nervous.
Yes.
About the turnout, because we know how the people that dislike us are going to use anything that they can. And I totally understand that. There's nothing wrong with that, by the way. Nothing wrong with that. And
that's what we've been doing to people
for what we've been doing
years.
to people for years, and there's nothing wrong with it. As long as you're just willing to admit that that's what you're doing. But so anyway, we had the meetup, or we had everything set for Saturday. At first, it was in a 300-person room, which, pretty much for our other panels has kind of been, even when we've had Friday Night Tights panels, we're like, 300-person room is pretty standard for us. And then I was like, man, we've done a lot of promoting here, just in the past month, more than we've done for recent ones. And still not what we've needed to do. But then we got Drinker and Gary involved. Ripple's going to be there. Team G&G, based on our experience from last year and a really good turnout, is like, man, we probably need to get a bigger room. And we ran the risk of thinking that room was probably still only going to be maybe 60% full at most, Ryan, but at least we weren't going to have to turn people away.
Yeah. As usual, we underestimated the chat.
Yes, we did.
And they showed up in a big way. So
it really, and so me and Ryan are walking into that room and we're like, oh my God, are we going to be able to fill this room up? And people just kept pouring in.
Yeah.
It kept happening. And I'm like, holy crap. And before you knew it, the entire room looked like this right here. I mean, it was unbelievable. And that's a massive room. And we only had 45 minutes. Shout out to Stuttering Craig for these professional wrestler style intros that he came up with literally like a minute before this panel started. And yeah, man, we're all sitting there letting people just started come in, and Craig's like, dude, instead of you guys sitting there like a bunch of dumbasses just waiting for people to walk in, go in the back and I'll give you an intro. I'm like, all right, cool. And then Ryan burst out there like Ray Lewis, man. It was amazing. But
yeah.
And then again, this is a testament to all of you. We had the meetup that night at City Walk, and I have heard back from Universal, and they are unbelievably thankful and appreciative that we brought potentially It sounds, and I don't have the exact numbers right now. Here's the numbers I do have, and I'm waiting for more official numbers. But as it stands right now, he said we were expecting about 150 for the whole night. You times it by 4.
Holy shit! You're talking 600 people showed up to that bar.
That is what the universal numbers were, and
That's
they are
crazy.
so excited for the next time we do this. And they're going so now, because you guys went and spent so much money, because you did, they're and everyone was well behaved, everything went over great, everything was awesome. Now they're like, okay, hell yeah. And man, what an amazing weekend. But what are your overall thoughts, Brian? I mean, you even had to finally admit that the 199 is here to stay when the whole fucking auditorium was chanting 199, 199. Then we got Gina rocking the 199 hat.
That was the worst part of the entire weekend. The worst part was seeing Gina Carano wearing a 199 hat. It was a terrible picture of you, by the way. So I'm
Oh, dude,
glad that's the one that's there.
oh my God, I look
It's
terrible. But that's all
brutally
right.
bad.
That's fine. But Gary's wearing the 199 hat in his, and that
Yeah,
one's going
but
viral. So
he stole that one, just so you know.
he did steal the
He
199.
didn't pay for it. Back to his old ways, apparently. But the thing for me is we're literally just people that talk about movies or TV shows that we like or don't like.
Yeah. That's it.
So it's never gonna not feel like incredibly humbling. Like, why is this happening? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. That's usually how I feel after these weekends. It's definitely how I feel this weekend. And you know, it's just we're gonna keep doing this stuff as long as you guys want it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And on to Vegas, I guess.
On to Vegas. So the next one is Vegas. That is a Friday Night Tights Nerdrotic meetup that we're doing, as we've done every year for the last few years. And I can't wait. I cannot wait to see everybody there. And the whole turnout over there is going to be amazing as well. So this was huge. And then the Rippaverse panel, or the Rippaverse booth, which we had a really small area.
They weren't
And
ready for it. They weren't
they
ready for how many people we were gonna have
they
there.
really were not. And I honestly, like, there was a part of me that I felt bad, because like we had lines going both directions that were covering up other booths. And I did feel bad for the other vendors, you know what I mean? Or what I guess.
I went and talked to them a little bit, and I think they're a little bit either way about it, because I think it did bring more eyes to their stuff than maybe wouldn't have already. I don't think it necessarily
That's
kept people
true.
out, but yeah,
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. I felt bad. And I mean, we made the best of it we could. I appreciate MegaCon working with us. Because I don't think they, look, man, there was 200,000 people at MegaCon, man. This is one of the, I don't know how big MegaCon is in context to comparing to the other Comic Cons, but
so if they have the same type of increase that they had last year, you're talking about this surpasses San Diego Comic-Con.
really,
Yeah.
are you kidding me? This becomes the biggest con in the country.
One of them, because they about 200,000 people were the final estimates that I saw for MegaCon. Let me look up San Diego Comic-Con.
Wow, that's incredible. I mean, look, there were so many people there. It was so much fun. There were all different type of perspectives there, which is all you ever want. It was unbelievable. And I
so Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con 2023 supposedly had about 150,000.
wow. Now, what else would be on that list? So you've got, obviously, San Diego Comic Con's always been the standard. Is C2E2, is that still like a big deal? Like, I know that one was a big deal, and then I know Matsuri is doing really well.
Like, the thing about San Diego Comic-Con is that has always felt very like commercialized.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that was when it was popping off, when people wanted to go out and see. People wanted to go out and see the first trailer for that, a big announcement, Kevin Feige announcing a bunch of things. That is completely fallen off because a lot of those guys, one, don't have anything excited to announce or aren't even going at times.
Yeah.
So you're just left with a bunch of like exhibits that are like, oh, look at Amazon Prime has a booth set up here or whatever. Whereas this really just felt like it was a bunch of fans hanging out.
Yeah.
But that's what this entire thing felt like. A lot of different people there, in terms of celebrities. You know, they could go stand in line for autographs from and stuff. Big panels that they were doing as well. Tom Hiddleston was there. I think he was a big draw. Obviously, Ewan and Hayden,
Yeah.
like getting those guys together. I know a lot of people wanted to do that, and of course, to see Gina Carano.
Absolutely. So yeah, MegaCon just continuing to crush it, and I cannot wait for next year. I've already talked to some of the people involved with planning things out, and essentially they were like, if we start planning this, in September, then we could probably make this even better next year, whether that's the fan meetup or the experience at MegaCon. So again, just want to say thank you to each and every person. We got to meet so many people, and honestly, there's probably a lot of you that we did not get a chance to meet, and I apologize for that. It was a hectic weekend from just trying to navigate through all of the lines and everything like that. But it was truly an amazing experience. I cannot thank everybody enough for that. And
Citizen X keeps asking, "Where is Theory? Is he safe?"
what
I think he's fine.
where is Theory? Is he safe? Is he all right? I think that's what he means.
Oh, I think he's fine.
How did you miss that one,
Well,
Ryan?
he's said it like fucking 20 times in chat. So I didn't know if he was going for that or not. But yeah, I think he's fine.
It could be because I was talking about in our vlog, which by the way, our vlogs popped off over on Geeks Gamers Life. If you have not subscribed to that channel, the most two recent vlogs are the biggest vlogs we've done. And so there's one where we're over here at GHQ. Theory, I gave Theory the address. I guess his Uber driver drops him off at the front gate. And I don't know, maybe he didn't have the code. I have no idea. But like Jay comes and finds me. He's like, Theory's just walking around trying to find the house. And I'm like, Star Wars Theory's just walking around my neighborhood at like 11 o'clock at night. He's like, yeah. So so I have to get in my car and go driving around, and Theory's just walking around taking videos, sending them to Jay. And I'm like, the biggest Star Wars channel is just walking around vlogging at 11 o'clock with no lights on in the neighborhood. What an idiot. And yet, here we are. So it's so funny, dude. But that vlog's really good. Valiant Renegade's in it. The whole crew's in it. It's awesome. So it was so funny. My voice is almost gone. I'm trying my best to get through this. Ryan, Carrie, go.
Chainsaw Cranker says, Ryan, you give Ant Chicks free PS5s. I didn't give anybody free PS5s, so I don't know what you're talking about. Or Ant Chicks. I don't get that. Is that right? Should I understand that one too? All right. Just making sure.
Citizen X says, thanks, Jeremy and Ryan. I was going for that. All right. So holy shit, man. Ant Chicks. Oh man, we are way fucking tired, bro. And everybody saw Ryan during the meetup. Everybody saw it. He had a few. Let's just say he had a few. You guys, Drinker and Ryan, were done at the end of the night. All right. I don't think I'll ever see that again in my life. Drinker and Ryan just completely shit-faced at the end of the night. So what do you think, Ryan? We're going to see that one again?
Probably not. Probably not. Although it was fun. Me and Drinker, that's the thing. People kept handing us drinks the entire freaking night. Which it's hard to turn down. So yes. But everything was good. We're still here.
Here's a few understatement of the year. Yeah, man. He was partying. He was partying. I didn't even see Drinker that much. Like, he was over there with me for a little while.
He was there by the same bar most of the time.
He was. So it was just, man, again, shout out to the Red Coconut Club for just working with us. I mean, again, they love that we brought so many people in there. And I kept communicating with the GM all night to make sure, like, hey, is everything okay? Is there anything I need to be aware of? And that place has 2 stories as well. But I think we kind of dominated like the bottom level for the most part. But it was good because there was so much overflow, things like that. So yeah, man. Yo Pops, we got to meet Yo Pops. I see him in the chat. Yo Pops is a cool dude, man. He was a baller. It was badass, man. So, all right, let's read some super chats, Ryan.
All right. Red Ranger said, member for 5 months. All hail Queen Krista. Thank you. Lulu Blue 199 was so good to see Lulu. MegaCon was a lot of fun,
dude,
and crowded.
Lulu was just walking around. She didn't see me, and I walk up to her and like she surprised the hell out of her. She's like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "What's up, Lulu?" It's good seeing Lulu.
Yes, it was absolutely. Effing Book member for 2 months says EVS is jealous of you guys being there. Kind of funny. He insults, but he admitted it's a great scene there. Listen, man, like we've said, people are gonna take shots, people are gonna make jokes, and it's all good. We had a great time at this convention for real, and we're just blown away by all the support.
Yeah, dude, the internet's awesome. IRL is even like another level, and just seeing all of that support is just second to none, man. Second to none. And I know, like, if I wasn't like in it and just watching it from afar, it would probably blow me away as well. So again, shout out to you guys.
Parker, member for 10 months. Thanks for all your time on Saturday. It was nice meeting you all. Thank you, Parker. Godzilla's Greaser for 5. Sorry I couldn't come to MegaCon, but I hope y'all visit Dallas this year. People have been asking us about Dallas. It's in June. I have no idea.
Yeah, I know that there's some early discussions about that, but I can't say anything at this point in time. But based on the turnout we had here, look, man, it takes a lot away from like the team to break off for a full weekend. Everybody's exhausted, everybody's tired, but it's worth it. It's worth it for sure. But doing it multiple times in a year is a lot for from a structural standpoint and an organization standpoint. So I will let you guys know, but keep yelling at us. And I can't tell you how many people yelled at me about wanting Mario Kart back in person. Even some of the questions at the panel, they were like, "We want Mario Kart back. You need to bring Mario Kart back." I was like, "Okay, I'm listening. I'm listening." So,
Japanese Demon Lord of Beer Lucifer for 5. This weekend was great for you, Jeremy. Hey, there's Rip. What's up, man?
what up, Rip?
So I was really gone on Saturday. Obviously, I had too much to drink, like a lot. But on Sunday, I was like the first one to show up to the convention. And like when I saw Brandon, he was like, "Dude, I didn't think you were gonna make it." After last night, I turned to Rip. He says the same exact fucking thing, but somehow I managed. Nick Brown for 5. Awesome meeting y'all. Best convention since 199.
Hell yeah.
Aaron, let's see. Aaron Herkelman says, "Man, y'all were so busy at the Rippa table, I couldn't even get near y'all."
Yeah, it was crazy, man. And again, we were trying our best, and then it got to the point where, like, the lines, because, like, look, man, we're just fucking idiots on the internet that have opinions, and so there are people that like have structured lines, and they have personnel that's like rushing people through to meet people and shake hands, autographs, all that crap. And then, like, I can't tell you how many people came up to me and they're like, "How much for an autograph?" I'm like, free? Like, what are you talking about? Like, the poster's free, the autograph's free, the picture's free. But we were spending time talking to people because that's what we wanted to do. But they were kind of like, "Hey guys, it's fine. You got lines, but you've got to move. You got to keep the line moving." And I'm like, "Gosh, I hate rushing people." You know what I mean? But it's just part of it.
I had to tell that to you sometimes too, because
Yeah.
it's just,
Yeah.
it's just one of those things. You want to make sure you get to everybody. So
Yeah. Absolutely.
Let's see. I see
Dude, that the fact that Dan Vask got mentioned as the gay man Dan Vask at our panel by Stuttering Craig was the best thing ever.
Yeah, like you could tell Craig did make those up on the fly.
He called us shakers. He's like, 5
Shakers
of the biggest shakers on YouTube.
Yeah, like we got fucking Parkinson's or something. I didn't know what he was talking about.
He 5 of the biggest
Queers.
shakers.
Yeah. He could have said anything at that point. Yeah, he also didn't know. We didn't know who he was going to introduce first. We
At first, it sounded like it was about to be me. He's like, the creator.
No,
Bad
no,
words.
No, he's like the mastermind of slurs or something like that. Me. All right. Let's go. Yeah, it was good though. It was good. This is definitely not Craig's first con.
No, it's not.
He knows how to get everybody going. Sundowners Club for $20. What's up, Sundowners? Great meeting you guys. Your panel was packed. Yeah, man. I saw you come in there. It's funny. Sundowners awesome. Sundowners awesome. Great channel. Go check him out. But he had to stand at the panel because they probably got there close to the end. It was standing room only. He was over there next to somebody else that was an interesting attendee, I thought, which was an actor in current Disney Star Wars who attended the panel, which was interesting. Maybe we'll talk about that at some point. I don't know if I want to say because I don't really know why he was there. But interesting. I recognized him immediately.
I didn't know this until you told me, and then I had like 4 other people come up and told me that this Disney Star Wars actor was in our audience.
Yeah,
man, it's amazing.
So you guys will just have to, I don't know, have to give it your best guess. James Earl Jones. No, but no, it was good. It was good. Warren B for 10. Great meeting everyone at MegaCon and the meetup on Saturday. I can honestly see you all hosting your own successful mini-con in the small hotel venue like the old days. It would be sold out. We've talked about stuff like that. There's obviously benefits to it. There's, but one of our things we struggle with is planning.
Yes.
So when we get to go along with a big convention like this, it definitely helps from that aspect.
Yeah.
That's one of our weaknesses as people.
It is true. We're really bad at planning and organization and things like that. So
Mo Zamboni for $20.
Got to meet Mo. It was awesome.
I was. Hey guys, it's a pleasure meeting you. Thanks for all the fun and great advice. Loved meeting. Well, what advice I give you? Shit. Loved meeting the 199. My favorite part, having people look at me awkwardly because I thought I was critical drinker.
Yeah, I gave Mo some advice on some stuff, and yeah, man, great meeting you, brother. Appreciate you so much.
Weird Man Productions for 20. Ryan, thanks for taking a few minutes before the meetup to talk with my son and I. Much appreciated. It was awesome meeting you, dude. Also, thanks for the kindness you showed my boy. Glad everything was a success for you all this weekend. Praise Allah.
Praise Allah.
Yeah, it was awesome meeting you guys. And they were a little bit, they worked with us a little bit too about, letting people in and let people hang out right around side the bar and everything. So it was good.
Kevin drops 20 gifted memberships. Let's freaking go. What's up, Kevin?
Linko Kenobi for 20. What's up, guys? It's a pleasure meeting with you. Rippaverse, Nerdrotic, Critical Drinker, Valiant Renegade, and Epic Mike. Had an awesome time. I'm thinking about going to Vegas. Is it a convention or a get-together? So Vegas takes place during CinemaCon. I think that's the week that we're doing it, but it's not gonna. Might be a couple people like attending CinemaCon. I don't think we're gonna have a presence at CinemaCon.
Right.
The meetups will be at the Millennium Fandom Bar. I think Film Threat's doing one on one night, and then we're doing one on another night. So it's going to be 2 back-to-back nights.
Mm-hmm. Just like if anybody's been to our previous Vegas meetups, it's going to be similar to that. I don't know how many people that a few hundred people is what the Millennium Fandom Bar, and there's obviously overflow outside as well. So I think that's the but there's not but CinemaCon I'm not gonna be at CinemaCon. I don't think I've ever been there. There might be some people attending, but there is that you can go to. What is CinemaCon like? It's specifically obviously about movies. They do like the same thing, like panels, and they do some exclusive like reveals of trailers,
and screenings and stuff like that. Yeah, it's like. My understanding is that it's a lot about like distributors and things like that, like actual cinemas, which they're probably not too happy with the entertainment industry right now based on where the box office was for January, where it looks like to be for February.
Yeah, absolutely.
All All right. We got a couple $50 super chats, Jeremy. The
50.
Gilk man for $50. People will show up to these events because you all make it safe to be a geek again. Thank you for all you do, beautiful people. The reason I stuck behind Geeks Gamers all these years is for making it safe to be a geek again.
Thank you, Thomas. Too bad you couldn't make it out there this year, but maybe next year, brother. Maybe next year. I bet you'd have a lot of fun. I don't know if we have a date for MegaCon next year yet. Is there an actual date? Have they planned it out?
I do think it's supposed to be on Super Bowl week.
Okay.
So this was week of the Pro Bowl. Next year, I think it's going to be on Super Bowl week. So about the same time in February, though.
Okay.
For MegaCon. About a year from now. Better start planning now.
Yeah, that's something we need to learn. Yellow Flash in the chat. What's up, Flash? I know he wants to come out here next year. So
let's do it.
It's going to be crazy next year. I think next year, like with where I've been told that they kind of think what they want to do the fan meetup next year could be fucking insane.
Yeah, everybody's saying February 6th to 9th. So yeah, basically the same one.
Okay.
Pensacon. Jim, you going to go to Pensacon?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Pensacon. They love me over there. They love me. I think I'll pass. Flash says, I will be there. All right, there we go. So do you see there?
There you go. Disco Cobra for 50. Yeah, I watched the panel and the meetup video. Looked like a blast. I'm sure keeping up with the people there was stressful. Over 600. Dang, that's a great turnout. How many of those people did you get to meet? I'd be so anxious.
No way to know for sure. I mean, I shook as many hands and took as many pictures and signed as many posters as I could, but there's no way to know.
Like, the thing this is what I'm going to say. You shake a lot of people's hands. Usually when you go to conventions, you get fucking sick. You get con crud because you meet so many people. If Jeremy ends up getting sick and I don't, it's because the alcohol killed all of the germs. That's going to be what I think happened.
I don't think I'm going to get sick. I'm hoping my voice returns very soon. I've got Cobra Cast tonight. I don't know how I'm going to pull that off, but I'm not sick at all. And it is typically something like I've kind of been hit or miss when it comes to the con crud, getting that. Sometimes it's happened, sometimes it hasn't. So I guess we will see. If not, then the water is the thing that killed it off. If Ryan gets sick and I don't, and all the water is what killed it off.
Bro, I was so fucking embarrassed. We go over, we talked to Gina Carano for a little bit on Saturday or something, and we leave, we're walking away, and it's kind of a pain to get through like security and stuff like that to go up there. Jeremy's like, oh no, where's my water bottle? Jeremy has the gayest shit ever. He's got this water bottle that attaches to his hip. It's got a little fucking attachment. It's most embarrassing thing I could possibly imagine.
Nothing fucking embarrassing about this shit.
And yes, look at it.
Fucking badass.
He goes everywhere with that.
This is fucking badass. Okay. There's a certain point in life where you reach the point you're like, I just need convenience in my life. This is fucking badass. Okay. I don't give a fuck.
Well, having sex with men is less gay than that. But he left his fucking water bottle at the table. So we had to go back, make a trip embarrassing, be like, hey, Lee. It was actually Lee because Lee was there. Like, hey, Lee, can you grab Jeremy's gay water bottle that's sitting right there, please, and bring it to him?
Bro, it's badass. It's awesome. So
there you go.
Nerdrotics in the chat.
What's up, Gary? It's cool to even though we probably only meet up with each other probably 2 or 3 times a year at this point, it always is good. You know, like the G&G family, Nerdrotic family. It's awesome.
Absolutely. The one thing I want to make sure we don't do is make sure I don't want Dan Vask to come next year. I don't want him to be at the meetup. I don't want him anywhere near it. Can we make sure that we can confirm that that's not going to happen, Ryan?
He's in fucking Brazil, right?
Yeah.
I think we're good. How's he going to get here?
There's Dan. Just want to let the chat know that Jeremy and Gary woke me up in the middle of the night to bully me. So Dan texts me. He's like, hey, I want to come on main event next week. I'm like, all right, cool. And then I was talking to Gary. I was like, yeah, Dan's going to come on main event. And I was like, dude, I'm going to call Dan. And I'm just going to give you the phone. And you're going to say, fuck you. You're not going on any fucking show, like just to talk shit. Not going to gain those subs. And Dan started crying. It was really weird emotion. I don't want to get into it. You know what I mean? I don't want to embarrass him or anything, but he was a little, let's just say female behavior is what took place, crying, emotional, stuff like that. Bothered.
Japanese Demon Lord of Beer Lucifer for 5. The weekend was great for you, Jeremy. First MegaCon. Now Elon's apparently taking over Disney just as you predicted. Good times.
I don't think that's happening. Well, I know that. So I know there was a clip of him saying like, "Hey, I'm hanging out, like about next company to purchase or something," but I don't know specifically. I'm sure there was a lot of speculation with that.
The reason was because Elon went to like a movie premiere that I think Nelson Peltz is involved in, either financially or with something involved. So they had a couple pictures together.
Okay.
The guy's fight with Bob Iger.
Yeah.
So that obviously fueled a lot of,
I hope that this happens. Okay. I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but I just think like there's going to be like to buy
how
Disney.
insane would that be?
I can't even comprehend it, man. Like I can't even comprehend it. But I couldn't comprehend him buying Twitter either. Like to me, Elon buying Disney right now is much more likely than what I thought when at first he said he wanted to buy Twitter, because I didn't think he was going to buy Twitter. You know what I mean? I didn't think that was possible. So now the fact that he's already done it and he's fired 90% of the staff, at least I have a more it's more believable now that he could buy Disney after we've seen what he's done. It would be phenomenal. It would be a game changer. I said it at the panel, Ryan. We talked about like people talked about, things are changing. I'm like, Elon buying Twitter was a huge shift in the culture, like in public discourse and things like that. Him buying Disney, holy shit, man. I don't know. I guess we will see.
Tomac for $50. Shout out to the chat. They knew what I was talking about with my bad attempt to roast Gary. But Jeremy, do you know what is the DNA of the soul?
No.
I don't know what that is.
What are you talking about, Tomac?
Shout out to the chat. They knew what I was talking about with my bad attempt to roast Gary. I think it means roast. But Jeremy, do you know what is the DNA of the soul?
Is this some kind of thing I'm missing? It's probably like an inside joke or a meme, but I don't know.
Our brains are not working.
Memes, okay. Memes, that's what the chat's saying.
Memes are the DNA of the soul.
I can respect that.
Maybe. There's this, I just saw somebody talking about Nazis in the chat, so it made me think of this. There's a screenshot floating around from our panel. Like it's a video screenshot where it just looks like I'm just giving the all-on salute.
Oh yeah, that was at the panel.
Yes,
yes. It's when you were pointing out to the audience.
I was pointing out to the audience, right? You can understand what I was doing with my arm. I was pointing out to the audience. And it's a direct screenshot. Looks just like I'm doing it. And Rip is just like looking at me. Like it looks like he's sad or something about it. It's so fucking funny. It's so fucking funny.
Of course.
I was well behaved.
Ryan was well behaved. He was well behaved for the most part.
Toned it down for that panel. Want to make sure they invite us back. Goji the King, member for 6 months, got all 3 of my G&G backpacks. They are definitely beyond epic. Miss MegaCon will hit it next year. Hail the 199.
Hell yeah, man. I know a lot of you got your backpacks in. Like I said, we were trying to get those out before MegaCon.
A lot of people got shipped like the day before they came and stuff, or right after they came. So
we tried.
We had a couple there. So,
but I will say, like, so we're gonna probably this week, we're going to put the 199 hats up for pre-order over on 221B Tactical. It's going to be the same hat that we were selling at MegaCon with a few added things like the G&G logo, things like that. So those hats sold out. We sold out of the 199 hats. They pop big time. Even you got to admit that, Ryan. Those hats are fucking beautiful and they pop. That 199 logo and what 221B did with it, it pops really good. Even Ryan has a 199 hat. Don't let him bullshit you.
Don't let him
bullshit you.
I'm never gonna wear it, but I did steal it. How did you know that?
Because I saw it at your house.
Oh God, yeah. Let's see. Where am I? Tobias with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Tobias. Tobias, I might have seen you over there. There was a couple furries lurking around. I wasn't sure if one of them was you or not. Mike Hill for $20. What do you think about that WWE decision to have The Rock go up against Roman Reigns? Jeremy, you messaged me this morning and said we have to talk about this, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, actually, let's talk about that. I'm glad somebody asked in the chat. So, WWE is facing one of the biggest controversies they've ever faced with Vince McMahon. So now they've really stepped in it with this situation with The Rock. Now, I have a few theories about this, but first let's talk about it. So from a public perception standpoint within the IWC internet wrestling community, this whole situation with Cody Rhodes has probably been the worst blowback I've ever seen with WWE. Cody Rhodes, who's the son of the great legendary Dusty Rhodes, he's won the last 2 Royal Rumbles, back-to-back Royal Rumbles, and within the storyline within the WWE, he's been kind of building up towards this finish his story by facing Roman Reigns at WrestleMania and kind of finally taking down Roman Reigns and finishing his story. So after he defeats CM Punk at Royal Rumble, and honestly
tricep,
became the fan favorite in that moment too. Like the fans, like obviously CM Punk is probably overall more popular, but in that moment, because of the storyline and how they've been building the Cody Rhodes storyline, the fans actually supported Cody to defeat CM Punk because they wanted him to finish his story. So on SmackDown last week, Cody Rhodes comes out to face Roman Reigns on a promo, and Cody Rhodes starts saying, I want your championship. I want to take everything from you, but not at WrestleMania. And the crowd goes, what the fuck? And he goes, but I have been getting some counsel. And now, for those that don't know, The Rock is now an executive with TKO, which is the group behind the ownership and running of WWE now, because Vince McMahon sold it. UFC's involved. The Rock has come on as an executive now. So he says, I've been taking counsel from someone that knows you very well. And Rock and Roman Reigns are family. They're relatives in some capacity, I think cousins. And The Rock's
everybody in that island related in some way.
I know. And so The Rock's music hits, and he comes out to the ring, and Cody Rhodes, they embrace. He, hugs Cody Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes sadly walks out of the ring. And this is the result right here. For 584,000 downvotes, which, if I'm not,
I think it's the most ratioed clip in the history of WWE. That's what people are saying.
Yes, I believe this is the most ratioed clip. This is the most downvotes they've ever gotten. 584,000 downvotes. They've even tried to re-upload it to try to basically get like a different perspective. I think they cut Cody Rhodes out of it. That one has 320,000 downvotes. They've just been getting crushed. Even during the highlights video for SmackDown, you've got 46,000 downvotes right there. Then when you go over to The Rock's Twitter account, he tweets this out, and he's just getting absolutely annihilated. So Rock had 35,000 likes.
This 18,000 comments.
61,000 likes on this account right here from a guy with 32,000 followers. We want Cody ratio 62,000, ratio right here 22,000 likes. All just getting fucking annihilated, dude. Like just getting annihilated. What were you gonna say, Ryan?
And The Rock has to be one of the most followed accounts on Twitter. Like,
yes, absolutely.
He's got to have multi-millions of followers.
Yeah. Oh, and this comment right here. The fact that Dwayne is in the main event of WrestleMania, not me, makes me sick. That's a quote from CM Punk from like 2011. And it's the same thing all over again. So the reason I think this is important to talk about is because of the kind of the cultural impact. But I believe that this is all a work. I think this is all a work, and I think it's a work of genius. I think that this is them trying to distract from the Vince McMahon drama. I think this is them trying to get people to stop talking about Vince McMahon. I personally believe Cody is still going to finish his story at WrestleMania. I think Cody is going to win the championship, but I think them getting this controversy is completely made people stop talking about Vince McMahon shitting on women's faces. And that's exactly what they want. WWE would much rather have you talk about this than what actually needed to be talked about, which is the Vince McMahon story. So yeah, I just think it's a very interesting topic. And The Rock, I don't like The Rock. I think The Rock's a piece of shit. And I don't think he's a good person. And do I think that there's a possibility that he could come back just to kind of steamroll Cody Rhodes' story? Absolutely, I could believe that 100%. But I do believe that this is the work that they're trying to work this angle to get people to stop talking about Vince. But time will tell. But it's a very interesting story, and I would have made a video on this on my D-Day Cobra 199 channel if I wasn't so busy this weekend. But yeah, the controversy's been crazy. It's been wild. And now, look, bottom line though, The Rock is a bigger draw than Cody. He just is. Yeah. He just is. I love Cody Rhodes. I don't think Cody Rhodes is the guy, but I also don't think Roman Reigns is the guy either. I think Roman Reigns sucks donkey balls. I think Rock has got the #1 merch at WWE store right now since he's returned. He does turn the needle. He is box office, no doubt about that. So I guess we will see how this all plays out, but it's very interesting. Very interesting.
Yes, I'm really interested in it.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
Yeah, be careful. Hey, listen, if The Rock's trying to take down Vince McMahon, you never know, he might get shit on. CJ for $10. Congrats to both of you on an amazing MegaCon. You both, Gary, Ripa, Drinker, as Dispro, objectively the best YouTubers in the space. Keep up the amazing work. See you in Dallas? Question mark. Tentative. Listen, I'm definitely gonna be in Vegas. I don't know what the plan is for Dallas yet, so we'll let you know.
We will let you know, but Vegas is definitely happening.
Deadfly for 10. Also, The Rock's on the board of TKO, so he's already ahead of the table versus Roman. The belt means nothing. Well, I mean, it means nothing because Roman has it, but still.
Yes. Yeah. Rock. I think Rock came in in that position too because they knew that they were gonna he's gonna become the face. The Rock is probably gonna become the face of WWE. He's gonna be the new Vince McMahon. I know Triple H is there, but I think from an optic standpoint, I think they want Rock there for that.
No one of consequence for 20. Buy another double on me at Vegas. Great meeting you at the bar.
Hell yeah.
Thank you. No one of consequence. I don't know if I remember that. But it's great meeting you. John Papaserio for 10. It's ironic because Punk and Cody promo before Rumble. Punk referred to himself coming back to take the moment from Cody, but now in context, it works for The Rock.
Yep. Yeah. He that was a good promo too. That was a hell of a promo with Cody and Punk. They've been doing good work. Punk's been doing fantastic work. Now he's hurt. Cody's been doing good stuff. There's some good stuff going on in WWE right now for sure.
Over on Rumble, Iconalis for 5. Hail, Jeremy and Ryan. Had a great time with y'all at MegaCon. Jeremy, you will still always be the bald inbred fig, though.
No, I don't know if he was one. He's like, you bald bastard. And I pulled my hat off. I'm like, I'm not bald. He goes, no, I'm just fucking with you. I was like, okay.
Yeah. And shout out to the people on Rumble. I know you guys wish we probably could have done the live streams there. We need to find a way to make it happen because obviously the sync has been broken on Rumble for a while. Things aren't syncing over there. So even if we do complete live streams, they don't finish and go over there, which is an issue. But we do hear it. We hear you guys.
I think the only answer would be to have it to stream from a separate phone. You know what I mean? I think that's the answer right now. And I can make that happen. We can make that happen.
Maybe we need to see what Rumble Studio can do on mobile. I don't know what their capabilities are. They just introduced Rumble Studios to everybody, so we got to start looking at that and see how it is.
Yep, absolutely.
Garfield's Bizarre Adventure, member for 10 months. Love seeing the enthusiasm. Also, Drunk Ryan's way too nice. Thank you. Just that clown for 2. Good morning, gentlemen. Hope you all had fun. We did have fun. Yo Pops for 5. Yo, is awesome meeting you too. Had an awesome time. Thank you, Yo Pops. Good to see you, man.
Hell yeah.
I think I ran into Yo Pops first because I got a call from during the Rippaverse panel. I got a call from Benny Johnson, who was trying to figure out where to go. So I like had to step out real quick. I saw Yo Pops at the escalator. Benny coming in the middle of our panel was good. That worked perfect. So
Did Benny
yeah.
show up at the meetup too?
I'm not the right person to ask. But I don't think so. I don't think so. Tobias, member for 5 months. Glad everyone had a good time. Wish I could have gone, but I didn't have the money or time off. But I get to be here in the chat for daily. Hell yes,
Hell
Tobias.
yeah.
I'm glad you're
Appreciate
not
you.
spending your money on one of those fucking fursuits. Effing book for 4. Signal boosting business. Bless you guys, you fans. Signal boosting business. Well, thank you, effing book. We do our best. TJ, member for 17 months. You guys are fucking rock stars now. Wish I could have been there, but I know the 199 would show up to fill that room and blow your minds. It looked epic. Yeah, you guys blew us away. There's no doubt about that.
Mm-hmm.
Filthy casual for 5. Nice meeting you guys. Glad you seem to be the same people as you are on stream and not total fullators. The panel and meet and greet were crazy crowded.
Yeah, it was, man. It really was. There's no words to describe it, man. Other than I was so stressed out this weekend, wasn't going to go like we wanted, and it went even better than we could have imagined. It really was incredible.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to tomorrow, which is it's going to be after that. We're doing this one little recap stream here. And then tomorrow is back to business as usual. I don't like it when people fucking say nice things about us. It doesn't feel like we deserve it or have earned it. So just get back to fucking roasting the shit out of us, and that's it. All right? None of the nice stuff anymore. I'm fucking tired of it.
Agreed. Agreed.
Eternal Vigilance, member for 4 months. People always show up for authentic folks like yourselves, great entertainers who tell the truth and actually appreciate their fans. Congrats, guys. Thank you. Jay's Secret Racism for 5. You guys, including Rip and Nerdrotic, etc., are the best entertainment. Because of you guys, cable TV in Hollywood doesn't exist to me anymore.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Phil for 9 months. If G&G ever goes to C2E2, definitely making that year. It's on my bucket list to meet you gentlemen and shake both of your hands. Hey, we'll make it happen sometime, Phil. Taker for 2. The 199 chance did seem a tad cultish, to be fair. Yeah, I agree, which is why, I had to say something about it so they didn't fucking kill me at some point. Whole army of people out there chanting 199 with their freaking matching hats on.
It was so freaking awesome, dude. It was so awesome. I could not believe it. And that happened before we even went out there.
Yes.
That's what Ryan was, and then they did it again once Ryan brought it up. But yeah, before we went out there. And of course, it is a scan in. So yes, you have to scan in. It's definitely a cult. Come on.
I can't believe that's still a thing. Maga Sandra is here. Best MegaCon ever. Thanks, G&G, for the photo ops, free poster with autographs, and friendly conversations. Can't wait for next year. You guys rock. 199.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we took a picture with Sandra, and she was upset because there wasn't enough diversity in it. So Epic Mike popped in there for a little bit. That picture was much better, according to her. So that was good. Guts the Black Swordsman for 7 months. Hail to y'all. It's fun seeing your Saturday streams at MegaCon. Games I'm excited to play soon on Switch are Spyro Trilogy and Tomb Raider Trilogy. Hey, nice.
Oh, yeah.
Jay's Secret Racism.
I haven't played a fucking video game in forever. I don't know if Mario Kart happens tonight because we're all like, everybody's still traveling, getting back in the rhythm. But next Monday, for sure, Mario Kart returns. Okay. Everybody yelled at me about this. Everybody. If we get enough super chats, I might can talk Ryan into it.
Yeah. Jay's Secret Racism for 5. I can't wait to go to RyanCon next year so I can bust out my costume made of white sheets. Thank you. I go as a ghost for Halloween, by the way. That's what he's talking about. Yo Pops for 5. I'm in my hotel room sick as fuck waiting for my flight. Well, I hope you're sick because you're hungover and not because you're actually sick for my health concerns. But I'm sorry you're sick, Yo Pops. That sucks. Let's see.
Who's here. Look who's here. Drunk 3PO. Drunk 3PO in the chat. The man, the myth, the legend. Jay worked his ass off this weekend, man. He was crushing it. He was with Gina the whole time. did a great job. Shout out to Drunk 3PO, man. He does not get the recognition he deserves. Praise him so he will stop complaining.
You don't get no respect. I barely saw Jay this weekend, actually.
I know. Yeah, same.
I barely saw him, although I did get a comic book signed for him by a bunch of people. I had to make it very clear to everybody I was going up to, this is not for me. Jeremy, I'm not having you sign this for me. Trust me. It's for Jay. Savage Talk, member for 5 months. Great to see you guys again. I was too dead and old to make the bar meetup, sadly, but I'm sure Rudai made up for it. Biggs, what's up, man? I think I got to see Savage Talk at some point. Give him a quick hug.
I saw Savage Talk quite a few times.
Mm-hmm. Rye the Guy for 5. Not going to lie, Drunk Ryan scares me a little. Scares some people too. I've never seen Ryan that happy or optimistic. Thank you, Rye the Guy. I was all about it. There's a video Jeremy has somewhere of me and Drinker at the end of the night. We are both just sloshed.
Yeah, I need to get everybody's permission involved with that before I'm willing to show it online. But yes,
mine specifically.
That might appear online at some point, but I'll have to get everybody's permission. And the best thing, I will say, the best line.
Yeah.
So Drinker and Ryan are both shit-faced, and I turned the camera on. There's a couple of funny things about this. Number one was, as fucked up as Ryan was, he was still alert enough to know that he didn't want to say certain words on screen, on camera, even though he says them all the time off camera. Yep. So he was abbreviating certain words. But then like Gary comes like walking up as these two idiots, they're drunkenly just like talking to each other, Drinker and Ryan. And then Gary comes up, starts talking, and Ryan looks over and he says, shut the fuck up. You failed at alcohol.
This is why I said it. This is what I said. He was shitting on. He's like, look, this is what success looks like, ladies and gentlemen. Just like me and Drinker, just miserably drunk. And I said, Gary, you don't know what success is. You failed at alcohol. I said something like that. So yeah, that's pretty embarrassing.
He failed at alcohol.
Yeah. So,
oh man,
not my proudest night. Headcase Laboratory for 5. Super glad I got to meet you all. Next time I will have a fully made mask instead of my logo on a stick. Hey, sounds good. Dawn Howe, I saw Dawn there for $5. She says it was great to meet Jeremy, Ryan, and the rest of the G&G crew at the meetup. Next time I'll have to remember to buy some merch. Dawn, it was awesome seeing you there. So I'm glad. Glad I got to see you and talk to you a little bit while you were there. Super Chair Destroyer for 2. Somehow Ryan returned. Here we are. Ellie Reen, member for 9 months. Wish I could have come to MegaCon, but I can't really travel that much. On the bright side, I got the Smexy 199 backpack to hold my art supplies.
Hell yeah.
Well, next one we're doing is in Vegas. So if that's closer, it's a little bit closer. That's self-explanatory. Laura Lynn Lands for 2. When's the Vegas meetup? Hugs for you both.
So it's April, second week in April, I believe. CinemaCon.
Yeah.
Second week in April.
Like April, like 9th, 10th, 11th, like that time frame, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of where we're looking. I don't have an official, but Sundowners Club, member for 5 months, says The Rock is overexposed. He's going to Black Adam at WWE now.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? There was a funny, there was actually this funny ass meme that somebody was sharing about The Rock. Let me see if I can find it really quickly. Yeah, right here. All right, so there's 2 of them actually. This one right here. So you got Stone Cold and you got The Rock. Ruins Cody's story, elevates Kevin Owens, hijacks WrestleMania, helps WrestleMania, is a jabroni, is cool rattlesnake. But then there's this one. DC, XFL, WWE, The Rock, just ruining all of it right there.
Yeah, that's rough.
It's weird, man, because Rock is undoubtedly like one of the biggest like stars, but he doesn't have like when it comes to being a movie.
He's been around
star,
so long. There's a lot of people that are starting to not like him. I feel
Yeah, but like when it comes to being a movie star, though, he doesn't turn the needle as a movie star the level you would think. You know what I mean? It's weird. Like, what's the one? Is there any franchise that The Rock has been the defining star of? Like, does he have a Mission Impossible?
So his most successful movies are the Jumanji movies.
Even over the Fast and Furious
It's hard to
appearances?
count that. Those are truly like he stepped into that franchise. Obviously,
100%
Jumanji obviously was a
pre-existing with Robin
pre-existing thing,
Williams. Yes,
but still, like he was kind of the face of that reboot
right.
they did. And those two movies did pretty fucking. One of them made $1 billion, I think. The other, I think, came close. That's about the only thing.
Yeah.
Everything else, like other than that, was his highest grossing movie, like San Andreas or some shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Tom H says neither does Henry Cavill. I actually agree with you, but I also don't believe Henry Cavill he doesn't get treated as a star, though. That's the problem. Like The Rock gets treated as the biggest star in Hollywood. What our argument's always been about Henry Cavill is that he could be if he was treated that way, but they don't want to elevate Henry Cavill. So I agree, Henry Cavill doesn't have like a lot of like big franchises that he can claim to be his for sure. But I don't think anybody's argued that. What we're saying is that he could be a big star if they would embrace him. Because The Rock has been fully embraced, and I think that he's not as big of a star as the kind of perception is around him.
General duality for 2. You're both figs. Is that better, Ryan? Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Some Norwegian guy for 5. The FNT crew should try to get on comedian Tyler Fisher on the show. He'd be an awesome guest, and I'm sure he'd be down. Maybe Chris can make it happen. We've actually had Tyler Fisher on FNT before.
Yep.
We've had him. So good idea. It would fit right in, wouldn't it? M Entertainment TV for 10. It was great seeing everyone again at MegaCon over the weekend. Thanks for a great panel and meetup. Hope I didn't make things too awkward. Mike. Well, I don't remember it.
Nobody,
so you're good, Mike.
Nobody made anything awkward. You guys were all awesome. All of you are awesome. If Henry Cavill were black or gay, he'd be president of the world.
That's true. That's true.
Did we get Andrew's super chat?
I got a lot of fucking super chats that I'm reading. So
okay.
Operation Outstanding in Field for 20. Outstanding to meet you all. Just as genuine IRL is on screen. I accomplished my goal to arm wrestle Gina. Did she win? It's good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Yeah, I think there was a video of that.
Jesse for 5. Received my G&G backpack this weekend. Nice piece of gear. Surprised it fits a PS5 with how compact it is. Hope to bring it to MegaCon someday.
Heck yeah.
Lower Lips Liquor gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, Lower Lips Liquor. I love that name. The Plot Strikes Back. Welcome to the 199. Andrew CR says, Ryan, get a donut box you can attach to your hip. I did have a couple people ask me for fucking donuts because of Jay. So, yeah. Lover of Green for 5. You guys encounter any of the Twitter/Fauci weirdos at MegaCon? Just curious because I go to MegaCon 2025. I mean, what you mean, like people that are wearing masks or whatever?
There was definitely some people there. I don't care that they're there. So,
like, you're talking about MegaCon, so you've got different fan bases from all aspects of everywhere. There's going to be weebs dressed in weird fucking shit. There's going to be a furry running around, right? And they're also probably going to see some people that they don't agree with at all, you know, that meet everybody fucking rocking their kind of patriotic gear and shit like that was kind of more like our type of crowd. So you're going to have all kinds at a convention, just like you're going to have a bunch of different people in real life.
Yep.
You know, the only people who can't seem to tolerate that is those fringe lefty weirdos that try to get people canceled because, it might create an unsafe environment. I have to be next to someone. I have to walk through an aisle with someone that I might not agree with something on.
It's so weird.
Vagabundo Devon, member for 9 months, hailed to my 2 ninjas. Can't wait to come out to the next event, but not come out and eating the corn the long way.
There's this picture with Ryan right there.
You pull it up?
Yeah. It's got 1,200 likes.
Yeah. Hashtag Black History Month with my N-word Ryan. Black power. It's like people's like, man, I freaking hate taking pictures because like people zoom on everything. Like you can see my nipple through my shirt. So people like being around black people gets Ryan's nipples hard. Like it's just like oh, like just a bunch of replies that are like that. It's like I can't win. I wear a big baggy like non-conforming t-shirt. They're like, wow, Ryan looks fat.
Oh no!
Like, all right, then I fucking wear this one. They're like, wow, I see Ryan's nipple. Well, it's one or the other, you motherfuckers. Like you get one or the other. You get me wearing a boxy, stupid t-shirt where I look like I fucking gained 50 pounds, or you get to see this. Like those are your fucking options.
Oh man, I love it. I love it so much.
Andy for 5. Love meeting y'all at the after party. Wasn't able to meet Ryan. Sorry, buddy. Glad you like the 3D printed logos. Let me know if you want more. Oh, very cool. Is that the one you have at the that I saw at the house? Jeremy, are you listening?
Yes, I was reading Ronan's super chat. I'm sorry. What we're talking about? Well, Ronan just said 100, so.
Oh, well, that is a lot. Here's for 5. Andy, loved meeting y'all at the after party. Wasn't able to meet Ryan. Sorry, buddy. Glad you like the 3D printed logos. Let me know if you want more.
God, yes. Those 3D printed logos are the coolest things ever. I think he gave like 5 or 6 of them. And yes, I'll pay for it. I want 199s and I want the G&G logo. I'll pay for them. So if you want to email me, I would love to get more of those made. Those things are the coolest things ever. I want to show the people those really quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. Master Bader with the gift and membership. Tony for 5. Great meeting, everyone. Had my first starstruck moment when I was at the bar and Drinker walked up next to me. Fun times. That's pretty cool, Tony. Good to hear. Andy plays games. I've been to CinemaCon twice when I manage a movie theater. It's very much a trade show. Look, this new digital projector tech and celeb showcases. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. I've never been. We've just been there a couple times when it's been going on. Tobias for 5. The DNA thing is from Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Monsoon has a whole talk about memes in the original definition of the term before his fight. Ah, there you go. I hear Jeremy.
Yep, I'm back. All right, here we go. So check that out.
Yeah, that's what I saw, yeah.
3D printed G&G logo. That is cool as hell, bro. Look at that. That's awesome. So shout out, man. Yes, I want more of these. 100%. I would love to have more and I'll pay for them. And if the people want them, maybe we can, and I see your email here on the back. So I'll just email you. And if maybe we could just sell these and the 199s, we can work something out. I'm down with that. These things are awesome, though.
Nice. Let's get to Ronan's. See if I can find this and pull it up here. Got that.
A lot of people in the chat want one. All right, you see that? We can work that out.
Ronan the Crusader for 100. Best time I've ever we spent at a convention, hands down. Best time I've ever had. I don't know what it is, but thank you, Ronan. Hail to you all. Had to send this through mobile because desktop super chats aren't working for me right now.
Yeah, I saw Ronan earlier in the chat saying he couldn't send super chats, but Ronan, it was awesome. I obviously recall hanging out with you. It was the best weekend ever. And I do hope that if there were people that didn't get a chance to connect with us, just understand we're going to try to do this even better next year so we can meet as many people as possible. It was amazing. It really was. So shout out to you, Ronan.
Naggernall for 20. Absolutely amazing meetup, guys. Had a blast at the con and the after party. Floored to learn that the 199 is takeover. Met so many awesome people from the chat. Wish I met you all. There's always next time, though.
That's right.
Hell yes. Thank you, Naggernall. Jedi Ben for 5. But Elon was Elon 40 trolling Young to the press event with a bomber jacket on like a corporate raider troll. I don't know. I have to look more into the story. We have not been as up to date as we usually are with that stuff.
Yeah, a little behind on the news. That's why I'm wondering about how Cobra Cast is going to go tonight. So we'll see.
Deadfly for 2. Who did it better, Vince or Amber Heard? Well, Amber Heard just did it in the bed. Vince McMahon shit on a woman's head. So.
Allegedly.
Yes, yeah. Well, I think the allegedly is the consent part. I think it happened. But I also think she consented. So,
Come out here, you rapist.
Cable Watson for 2. As a Swiftie, Ryan, you glad Tay won album is artist of the year? AOTY. I assume that's artist of the year last night. Yeah, I'm super happy to see a lot of people complaining about Taylor Swift. Spider Claw for 5. I disagree on The Rock. He came up with the idea because his ego believes that without Punk, WrestleMania needs him. He'll get booed.
It's gonna be like Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be bad if it happens. But I think this again. Maybe I'm giving creative too much credit for this. I just pushing Cody aside makes really no sense creatively though. So I have to imagine they have a bigger plan.
CJ for 5. The big issue with WWE over the last 20 years and now is they make story decisions based on backstage politics rather than the fans.
This is true. We've only seen a few exceptions, Daniel Bryan being one of them, why Daniel Bryan is still one of the greatest stories in wrestling history, because it was literally the fans that forced WWE's hand and forced him to win the championship at WrestleMania. And I was there at WrestleMania 30 when that happened.
Free Real for 5. I caught Ryan at the bar before he was drunk. He's super chill and nice before alcohol. Don't let his BS fool you. Thank you, Free Real, for revealing my secrets. Alex Slusher for 5. It was epic meeting you all in Orlando.
Oh,
yeah. Alex. Red Bandana Gaming for 2. Great meeting you guys. Had an epic time. I remember Red Bandana Gaming. Thank you. He was wearing his own shirt, I think. Sir Neov Strife for 5. You guys need your own booth for next year. Awesome meeting at the panel and seeing you guys. Glad to see we filled the room. Hell yeah. It was awesome.
You guys did it.
Lord of the Ree for 5. Did Benny Johnson steal anything at MegaCon, or does he only do that with other people's videos, then post them on Twitter?
Is that like a Benny Johnson hater?
I mean, it must be. Well, Lord of the Ree is in a lot of our chats, but like listen, I certainly don't see everything that Benny posts on Twitter. I would say 99% of the time, what I see, it's usually kind of the embedded, like, you know what I mean?
I mean, at the end of the day, like,
I don't know.
I'm not going to answer for him, just like I wouldn't want him answering for me. So if you have questions for Benny, go ask Benny. Like, it's just like, if you don't like someone, that's fine. But like, what do you want me to do? Just because one person in the chat doesn't like a creator, I'm supposed to not collab with that creator. It's the most retarded thing ever. I don't operate like that. If you don't like Benny, go tell Benny about it. Just like with his chat's probably going to go over there and say something. Oh, you guys are collaborating with Geeks and Gamers. You like you're grifters and racist and sexist. It's like, what's Benny going to say? Oh, well, I'll just stop streaming with Geeks and Gamers because one person in my chat doesn't like it. It's fucking retarded.
Mountain Mutt for 199. You're both jerks. I've done my part. Thank you, Mountain Mutt. Back to normal. Golden Nuggets for 5. I saw the panels, got inspired, made a video. Got to start somewhere. Yes. Good to hear, Golden Nuggets. That's awesome. Jared Hill for 5. It was great meeting you all and see you all out at City Walk. Did you enjoy the Jameson shot, Ryan? I did. I do. That was with it was with Drinker, I think. You, me, Drinker, and maybe somebody else. But yes, I do remember that. Thank you, Jared. Mr. Hat for 199. Hey, what's up, guys? What's up? Blabs the Tower Tart for 5. Put this towards buying land in South America to fund Griggs or to found Griggstown for the 199.
Griggstown.
Papa Sergio for 199 because we got the cult going on. John Papa Sergio for 199. I don't think The Rock is a draw. He once was.
I mean, look, I hate The Rock, but the numbers, look, man, CM Punk and Cody Rhodes promo that was one of the best promos we've seen in a long time got like 1.5 million views on YouTube. The Rock showing up to confront Roman Reigns, it's got like 4.5 million views in less time. That the numbers are the numbers. You know what I mean?
Taker for 2. Ryan in a gold robe to Gary. You failed. Thank you. Andy for 199. Think y'all missed my first super chat. Thanks, guys. I think we got to it eventually, Andy. We just had that. We've had a lot today. Thanks to all you guys.
You guys have been hyped.
Grim, member for 5 months, starts chanting 199, 199, 199. Thank you. Roland New, what's up, man? Member for 10 months. Put that 3D logo on a chain. Hope to make it to MegaCon next year. You guys are awesome. I would actually, if we put if we could put the big fucking logo on like a cheap ass looking like knockoff big chain,
Yeah.
I'd wear the fuck out of that.
Hell yeah.
Like that would trigger a bunch of people.
It would.
That'd be pretty funny, actually.
I think we can work that out.
Make it a G and G unit spinner. We could do it.
We can have a lot of fun with that.
Just that clown for 2. The ones wearing masks I call COVIDians. Yes, branch COVIDians. Chris Bolts for 5. Quick comment on Starfield potentially coming to PS5. Think Xbox might be calling it quits. No, I don't think they're going to call it quits, but we talked about, I remember us having these arguments 3 years ago when the whole Microsoft acquisition kind of started. And we said, listen, they're buying up all these things. It makes way more sense for them to just sell it on PlayStation 5. Like they're going to make way more money if they do that. It doesn't matter. The exclusives aren't good enough to get people to buy an Xbox. So just fucking open it up.
Yep.
The Killer Spotlight for 5. Looks like y'all had a blast. I was sick all weekend in the UK, sadly. Well, sorry to hear that, Killer Spotlight. Rebel Scum Network for 2. G&G sunglasses, please.
You guys want them. If there's enough people that want them, we'll make it happen.
Jeremy will literally make anything that he thinks people will buy. So
yeah, call me George Lucas. You remember George Lucas he'd slap Star Wars logo on any fucking thing back in the day.
I don't know why. I thought you were going with a different George. And I was like, what? All right. The Angry Badger for 199. So happy everyone got to meet. Next year I'm going. Hell yeah, we'll see you there, man. Don Mack for 5. It was great meeting you guys at MegaCon. You should think more about Dragon Con, which is like 100 times more fun. And last but not least, War Eagle. Is Dragon Con in Atlanta? I think it was Vagabond kept coming up and telling me that Chris Gore was messaging him while I was there, telling me I need to go to Dragon Con. So maybe that's true. Maybe that's true. I think we're caught up.
We are caught up. It is in Atlanta. People are saying it is in Atlanta. So, all right. So again, thank you guys so much for the support. It was an incredible weekend. Thankful for all of you. And I don't know what to say other than we're going to do it again next year. We're going to have the Vegas meetup as well. That's going to be fantastic. All of our expectations were surpassed with whether it was the panel, whether it was the Ripaverse booth, whether it was the G&G meetup afterwards. Every single expectation was surpassed this weekend, and that's a testament to all of you. So thank you all so much. Sold out of the 199 hats. And we're going to put those for pre-order on 221B probably in the next few days. I got to talk to Suresh and I'll get the details on that. But and then everybody's going crazy over these. So whether I can make some sunglasses out of this or whatever. But the 3D printed logo, all of that, we'll work on it, man. So good stuff right here. Ryan, what do you got going on?
Nothing. Ready to get back to normal.
I've got to try to save my voice for Cobra Cast tonight, and then we'll see. We'll see if I do a Fortnite stream after that. I don't know, but we will see. Anyway, thank you guys. Savage Talks has got the 199 hat is dope as fuck. Got mine. Hell yeah, man. It's a badass hat. All right, guys. Love you all. Have a great day, and we will talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone. Here, hang on, Ryan. This one just came in. I could only make Sunday at MegaCon. Great to meet Jay and Beardo. Let's do this every year. Also, literally just got my backpack delivered. Hail to the 199. That's awesome.
Bro, that fucking horse is looking right in my fucking soul, dude.
I know.
I don't like that thing.
You don't want that thing at all. All right, guys. Have a good day, and we'll talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.